Hello, my name's Andy and I'm a compulsive gambler. Last bet, 14th of April 2007. I'm just going to keep quiet for the next, well, not quiet, but just going to babble on for the next minute or two until I get a few more viewers, then we'll try and open up the chat in it a bit more. Last couple of weeks, been very good. Been on night shifts, and obviously I had a very good Easter weekend away with the family. Went up to my mum and dad's on the seaside. I had a really nice time. Very chilled, did a lot of walking, a lot of running. Been hitting the gym recently as well, so I've lost a bit of weight again. Just been looking after myself, looking after my own mind, and just cracking on with life. Feeling optimistic, feeling fresh, and obviously I'm back on days tomorrow, and obviously coming off nights this week as well. I'm feeling quite relaxed and quite chilled, so I think I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight for a change, on the changeover kind of thing. Had a good time with the football as well. Derby winning a couple of times. Put me through the mill on Monday against QPR, and then they played amazingly yesterday against Bristol City. It was brilliant to watch. So I'm buzzing with that and stuff. As you can see, it's my first one of the year outside. I did tend to do quite a few of these outside last year, so it was quite nice to come and sit in the garden. The weather's not too bad. It's a bit chilly, but I'm all good. All good. So yeah, really good, really positive and stuff. I hope everyone is. I hope everyone's pretty chilled and relaxed. I hope everyone's in recovery, very positive. If you had a slip, don't worry, you can go again. Absolutely go again. I want to know what kind of techniques you use to keep yourself away. What kind of things like mindfulness and how you keep switched off from gambling. What do you do to try and be normal? Obviously, I do a lot of running and stuff and all like that, and I will talk about what I'm doing in June, which is the Derby Half Marathon. I am going to be in fancy dress. All I'm going to say is that I'm going to be a musician. I'll give you more clues along the way, obviously. I think some of you will probably guess who it will be already. But I'm raising money for Padley Centre in Derby, which help the most vulnerable in society around where I live, from mental health to learning difficulties to physical disabilities to homelessness, addictions and everything. So I do have a Just Giving page set up, so if you want to either to sponsor a few quid, or just share my page, that'd be amazing. Thank you. Just find my name on Just Giving. Yeah, obviously, like I say, I'm quite long-winded into my recovery. I'm over 12 years in. Gambling adverts, there is quite a lot of them, but it was quite encouraging news this week regarding adverts again from Ladbrokes Coral, where they are calling for like the adverts to be stopped during live sporting events apart from horse racing, which I totally agree with, really. They don't really need to be on around live sporting events. It is what it is. Though I'm not against advertising per se. Could it be probably a bit less? Then fair enough. Yeah, agree with that. Probably after the watershed. So I'm actually quite encouraged that they might be going away a bit. Hi Adam, hope you're doing well, mate. I hope life's treating you well. That's good. That's brilliant. But like I say, I'm looking to do like my half marathon in fancy dress, and I'm trying to break 100 minutes for the first time. And my fastest is hour 44, and that's in a tuxedo morph suit. So that'll be amazing. It'll be amazing to try and break 100 minutes. I'm feeling fit enough to do it. I've got to push up my training, so I'm going to get up to 7 or 8 miles this week on some of my runs, and then hit around 10, 11 miles, and that'll be absolute effort for me. It'll be amazing. Then get around in June to do it. I'm looking to do one more as well. As I say, I throw myself into that kind of charity stuff now, try and sponsor people wherever I can. I really enjoy it, and it's great. It helps me switch off from gambling addiction and from any gambling thoughts or from anything at all, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm good, Adam. I hope you're doing. That's great. You're doing good and stuff. I hope you're having lots of chilled out time with your life. Hope you're trying to stay away and stuff and all that lot. As I say, everyone's recovery is different. I've seen a lot of people telling people what to do and whatnot and stuff, and yeah, I've been guilty of that as well. I'm not the I'm prone to telling people what to do. I have in the past, and I try my hardest not to. I try and point it as in when people do ask me for like help and advice and stuff through social media. I try to explain what I did and stuff and all that lot, and hopefully people could take away from that from me. That's brilliant, Adam. 25 weeks. That is a fantastic achievement. Well done. Fantastic. Be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back. But yeah, I mean, I was looking at the London Marathon today, and I think that's my next big target. I think if I can get in there next year, I'll be absolutely buzzing, because I'm going to be 40 in November, and I'd love to do it around my whole, like, in my 40s, trying to do something big and off the bucket list, so to speak. And I think the London Marathon will be the perfect opportunity to do so. I've done 3 Great North runs, done countless half marathons and 10Ks and stuff, and it was like my kind of new addiction in a way. It kind of switched me away from gambling. I think those first 2 years running and getting fit really did help me chill out and absolutely get to grips with my life. Know what I had in front of me with me, Becky and Joel at the time, and then I was blessed twice more with Liam and Lucy. But yeah, I've had a bit of a fatherly kind of thing today with Joel. It was the last game for his football team. We come to a decision a few weeks ago. He was unhappy playing football, and he's quite an emotional lad as well. As you've seen, he probably takes after his mum, as you've probably seen on vlogs from a few weeks ago and stuff. There was a lot of tears and stuff, and there's a lot of tears again today, because he's going to miss them. But I let him decide, let him choose what he wanted to do, and he's going to take a season out of not playing, look at other things. He said he wants to come running with me, so might do a bit of that with him, and it'd be nice to just bond because he is getting older as well. It'll be actually brilliant to be with him, just like do like one-on-one bit of fatherly thing, because he is getting to that age where he wants to do some of the stuff to me. Maybe go down and have a game of pool or a game of snooker, come running with me and stuff and all that lot. Vishal, yeah, I'm absolutely fine, mate. I'm just naturally ugly, mate, to be fair. But yeah, I'm really good. As I say, being with Joel a lot, and it'll grow us a bit more closer as well, perhaps, because obviously, yeah, he is my firstborn, and he is getting to be a teenager now. He's having his straps. He does batter me at FIFA and other games as well, but he likes his own independence as well, and sometimes he likes to switch off from his brother and sister, who are still younger. I mean, Liam's 9 and he's an annoying bugger at the best of times, but in the nicest possible way, and Lucy's just a diva, but she's my princess. So I'm going to start taking him out a bit more. Obviously, he's having a season off football, and see how he feels the following year. I think it'll do him good as well, personally. I'm glad he made his own decision as well. Like I say, I'd never push any of my kids into doing anything they didn't want to do, and it's fantastic. And I will be taking him out a lot and giving him support and stuff best way. I mean, because he's had a very big year. It's his first year at senior school, and we all know what first year senior school was like. We've all been there. We're all a t-shirt. We're frightened of all the stories and stuff, what they did to the first years and stuff and all that, or year 7. Get fit. He took up eating chocolate biscuits. Don't get me wrong, mate, I hear ya. I do eat my crap food as well occasionally, and I've been pretty good this week, but yeah, I've had a bit of a rough weekend with it. But I'm keeping fitter now, so I'm not gaining as much weight. I'm keeping slimmer, so to speak. I'm not the biggest of guys anyway, to be fair, so... But like I say, I absolutely adore my running, and when I'm pounding them streets or even having a bit of a blast on the treadmill, I love it. I love having a bit of a row as well, and I think I'd love to do that properly. Have a bit of a row on a canal or on a river and stuff. Just have a bit of a bash at something like that, really. There's lots of things I want to do, especially when I'm hitting 40 now. I feel like I'm having the time of my life. I'm working okay, like I say. got family around me, friends around me and stuff and all that lot. Looking forward to next weekend where I'm going to another 90s dance night up at the yard at Pride Park. So some of the old DJs are playing there from around the club scene in Derby in the 90s, early 2000s. So it's called Reminisce, so I'm absolutely adore that. And it's a great guy called Cole Shaw who puts that on, who has got his own clothing range called Mr. Shaw, and he kindly gave me 1 or 2 bits to wear and stuff as well. So he's another great inspirational chap. And yeah, it's just nice talking to a lot of people around football and stuff and all that, because I bump into a lot now, because I'm quite active on Twitter and stuff with my gambling, but with my football as well. I think I love how the fact that a lot of people mention that I support Derby and stuff. When I ever go to gambling conferences and stuff and all that lot, and it always raises a smile. Oh, how's Derby getting on and stuff and like that. And it's quite nice, and quite nice to just take your mind off all this gambling addiction talk and education stuff from time to time. Oh, right, okay, Vishal, yeah. As in, you wanted to gamble on them, basically, I'm guessing. But yeah, it's just nice to talk about sport without having to think about gambling and stuff, and it's fantastic. Like I say, oh yeah, totally, sure. I'm sure you've got one of our loanees by the look of it as well, Sean. I think you have. Yeah, I think you like, Luke, I think it's Luke Thomas, isn't it? I think you support Coventry, don't you? Not 100% sure. Yeah, as you say, Vishal, when you're in the midst of the addiction and the sport, it is hard. And I know some who actually switch off from the sport completely when they do stop and stuff, and it's quite hard to get to grips with it and stuff and pull away, and it is difficult. But you can get there a day at a time. I know it sounds quite blasé, but it is difficult, it is hard. I never really had a problem betting on football and stuff and all that. So I was quite happy watching it as a spectator sport and stuff. But I do see the prevalence of it a lot now. When I go to the football, people around me on the phones checking the bets and stuff. And obviously when I go into work on a Monday or Tuesday, what bets did you have? And they're all talking about football bets and how they got on and stuff. Because you can bet on every sport every day, 24 hours a day now. And it is a lot, if you know what I mean. Vishal has started on horse racing, then progress online games. So I was playing poker a hell of a lot, and that's where I really got hooked on gambling. So yeah, I was playing against other people really, and it battered me. It completely took over my life, and I was in a complete bubble. If I'm not stopped, I won't have any of this now, living where I live, and it's fantastic really for me. And I just enjoy life as best as I can, and it keeps me sane, it keeps me happy. Keeps my feet on the ground, staying away from gambling. And yes, there is a lot of it about, but I've got to have my own barriers in place. Think about the barriers you can have, like Gamban app, amazing app, GamStop, fantastic thing you can self-exclude from and for up to 5 years and things like that. And other exclusion techniques, blockers in place and stuff. And it's good to see like the industry slowly getting there with the gambling responsibly stuff and things like that, if you know what I mean. I'm far from the chosen one, Vishal. There's thousands and thousands of us who take responsibility for their own actions and get into recovery, and you can get there. I've been in your shoes. Thousands of us have been in your shoes. You're not alone. You can fight it. It took me a good 2 or 3 months to get out of the slipping stage, but I got there and I had to fight for it. That recovery, that first 12, 18 months is critical. It's very hard. People do slip after them times as well, many years in, but as long as you keep your guards in place, your blocks in place, keeping your mind intact, keeping yourself healthy, for me, that was critical. The thing you have to thing for me I at least worry about was the money end of the day, because the further away I went from gambling, the debt will only go one way, and that's down. I see quite a lot of people who focus on the debt quite quickly and stuff, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I totally get what you're saying, Vishal. Thousands of people are exactly the same, trying to chase that money, trying to chase it time and time and time again. But you know what? You can get there. Look for help. I don't know what country you're in or anything like that, but there is help out there. Obviously, you're connected to this channel. feel free to message me privately on Twitter at Barramad79. I am on Twitter. Feel free to follow me and privately message me. I'll talk to you. Quite happily talk to you. Build up a network of people around you. For me, that's helped wonders. When I don't get to GA meetings, which has been quite a lot recently, I talk to other people online or meet people and stuff and all that lot, and it's fantastic to be with others and help me as well. I love it. I absolutely adore it, so to speak. And life's great. It's fantastic. And I don't immerse myself into like debates anymore and stuff and all that lot. It's always been on cards against sometimes the horses. But yeah, I mean, there is a lot of people out there who do struggle with the football betting because it is quite prevalent. Obviously, you see it on social media, a lot of people putting the bets up and asking certain journalists what they think and things like that. And yeah, it is quite prevalent on Twitter. I mean, there's also one or two who like thinking the football tipsters and racing tipsters and stuff. Not really agree with that, but it is what it is. I mean, what I find disconcerting, I mean, is one individual at the minute who's said he struggled with gambling in the past and got involved in all the campaigns around the FOBTs, the fixed odds betting terminals and stuff in the UK. Then all of a sudden kind of like disappeared for a bit, now back giving people racing tips and stuff and all that lot. And I think he's a bit of a con man, but I won't release his name or anything like that, but people will know who it was. Thank you, Adam, I really appreciate that. I'm really, really happy that you've got through this. You've done this 25 weeks, mate. It's an amazing achievement. Really, really be proud of yourself. Hi Vishal, you got a problem betting on sports? Okay. Do you know of any blocks that you can place in India? Is there any help out there? Can you see your GP or anything like a psychologist or anything like that? Because I'm not sure if you've got Gamblers Anonymous or any support groups. But if not, get yourself on social media. There's Gambling Therapy app. You can use that worldwide, and they have translators as well if your English isn't very good either. And if you Google Gambling Therapy, that's a worldwide thing, and you can get connect chats and stuff and all that if you're struggling. Hi Vishal, yes, that's brilliant. 10 months, that's fantastic. I'm not sure who you mean there, Sean. Not sure who you mean there at all. But hi, Mark. No, not this time, mate. I'm doing a half marathon in June and stuff and all that. Still, we fantasise about it. I know, Vishal. That, like you say, 10 months is an amazing achievement. Yeah, you're still gonna have them dreams, still gonna have them thoughts. Probably in the first 12 months, 18 months, if you know what I mean. These new teams are still dangerous. As I say, David, I'm not for or against the reduction at all, and for me, gambling is gambling, and that's on anything really. And people can. What I try and focus on is the amount of time people do it for, not the money. And it's going to get people gamble for longer, and I think it's going to push a lot more people online and stuff. And I think it makes it hidden and a bit more dangerous because obviously in the bookmakers you can't have a drink, can't do certain things in there. Whereas at home online, you can, and yeah, I think it's just pushing it around and giving it a bit of a sticking aid. It's like a sticking plaster over gambling addiction, really, where we could do more around education. You could do so much more around help as well. I mean, we've got the second problem gambling clinic opening up in the UK in May. I will be attending in Leeds if anybody's about. It's going to be in Leeds, and I'm going to listen in and speak about it. I'll probably speak about it a bit as well. It'll be fantastic. Yeah, I agree with you, Mark. I think it's pushing a lot of people. I think it will push a lot of people online, and you see the slots being used. You see the streamers like Stop and Step Rock and Roller on there, and they've got thousands of followers and they're watching. Nick Slots as well. As you say, no restrictions on there, Sean, and hides it even more, I believe, as well. Yes, there is a paper trace, but people still hide it. I mean, I hid my addiction for a good couple of years. I hid 60 grand, getting out 60 grand worth of credit cards and loans. It's that easy. I mean, it's even easier now. I mean, with payday loans and stuff. Look at who I've done work with, Wygam, Lee Willows. I think he had something like 47 payday loans, stole from his work, stole from his, like I say, went through his savings just because he was gambling in casinos on the terminals and stuff and all that. Like, no restrictions in a casino either, and it just grabs you. So gambling on anything for me. I don't get why one thing can be more addictive than the other, especially with regards to football bet. A lot of people are doing football bets. Hi Barry, hope you're doing well, buddy. Long time no see. Hope you're doing fine. Hope you're chilling out. Like I say, I do think it'll push online. I think you'll probably see more like like your arcade kind of scenarios for over 18s in your town centres, bit like casinos and stuff. Mark, if you have a look on Twitter or just Google YGAM, that's YGAM. I've done some work for them. They do educational work. So do Epic. That's another really good one as well. Sorry, let me just block this idiot. Apologies for that. It's the first one in a while I've had a bit of a troll, so never mind, hey. But yeah, that's what Lee is. Lee's like the chief executive, if you know what I mean, of YGAM, and they do educational work. There's Epic as well, who do fantastic work. Bet No More as well in the UK. Education work, I think that's a pivotal thing as for harm prevention and stuff. Don't worry, Mark, he's been blocked, mate. Yeah. Hi, Adam. Yeah, 600 loans would have payday loans, overdrafted. That's what it is. Vishal, like I say, read as many stories as you can. Talk to as many people as you can. Keep listening to people. You'll learn a hell of a lot, and it'll give you more motivation, and it'll make you stronger, make you feel better, I believe. That's what worked for me. But yeah, we hide it so well. We do. Thank you, Barry. Yeah, I'm doing well, mate. I'm doing very well. Yeah, so has anyone got any other questions or stuff they want to talk about regards to gambling addiction at all? Open up a little debate for now if you like. I'm more than welcome to encourage it and crack on with a bit more talk and a bit more for about the next 10 minutes or so. I'm not really losing much light at the minute. It's quite a lovely day here in Derby, or Barbados as we call it around these parts. But yeah, looking forward to a good week at work. Wednesday, got a big Derby County game as well, going away at Swansea. I'll be watching that somewhere in town. Again, we only need one more win out of the last two and we're guaranteed playoffs. Do we think, are we up for the playoffs? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think we're ready personally, but we'll take the ride as it comes along. Cheers, Sean. Up the Swans. We don't actually do very well against Swansea away, so it might be a miracle we'll get a result. A bit like Bristol City yesterday, but that was our first away win since New Year. That was since Norwich over Boxing Day 28th. I think it was 28th December. So yeah. Step change, yeah, I use step change a lot as well for a long time. Then I've gone back, I've got like 2-3 debts left. I just pay them off on my own now. But step change were wonderful for me. I know some people don't like using them, but for me it helped me budget what I can and can't afford, and it helped me take the pressure off the creditors. It was amazing. Alright, Vishal, take your time, Vishal. The debts will go down, they will go down. Hi Barry, Sport Borough, yeah. I hope we do pinch it now, mate. I hope we do pinch it. Never mind, mate. But I think it is between you and us now, really. I think we've knocked Bristol City out of the equation. I hope so. But you've just got to hope we lose both games, really, haven't you? We've got a better goal difference as well. We've been quite lucky because we haven't been very good for a bit. But we're starting to hit a bit of form now. Won the last 3 out of the last 4, really. So. That's great, Mark. Yeah, give him that. That's brilliant. So, yeah, if you read that, Vishal, that'd be great. Absolutely, in your hands, as you say. Yeah, sorry, Barry. Sorry to put a dampener on you, mate. We'll probably be playing each other next season anyway, to be fair. Mine was Fobs, but I think, yeah. Yeah, you can do a lot of damage online. I mean, I've seen people rack up debts, crazy debts and stuff, but shut themselves off. I mean, you got it on your phone. just play away on your phone. I know a lot of people have done it at work and things and all that lot, and you got to think that is a thing from gaming to gambling as well now. Hi Alex, yeah, Gamban app is a fantastic one. It's GAMBAN. If you Google that, is also GamStop as well. That will help you block and self-exclude yourself from sites and stuff as well. Try them too. That'll be great to use them. Use both them, and it will help you a lot. Oh dear, Arsenal, never mind, Mark. I hope we play you next season because I'd love to go to the Emirates. I'd absolutely adore, and I do like a London away day as well. All day on there as well. Gamblock as well, Mark, as you say. Yeah, that's the third one as well. Yeah, that's fantastic. Brilliant, Sean. Yeah, I do know they're doing stuff for students. I also do know as well, if you go through the Gamble Aware site and go through that side of it and stuff, and go through the GamCare support, I believe you get it free there as well with Gamban. Obviously, you got Gamblock as well, and I think there's K9 as well. I have become personality with F0. But you've got 10 months into recovery, and believe me, that is fantastic, Vishal. Life does get better, it will. I know it doesn't feel like it at the minute, and it's hard, but keep being open, keep talking, keep it there. You're 25 years old, you've got your life ahead of you. I imagine you've got work, you're doing a decent job and stuff, I suppose, as well. Yeah, I stopped at 27. Hi Carl, hope you're doing well. Oh, that's fantastic, Mark. I really love that, mate. That'd be great. I'll get myself suited and booted as well. Yeah, that's if we go up though, Mark, of course. Hi, Andy. You're keeping well. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, mate. See you're doing all right on Twitter and stuff as always, and blagging about and stuff. Fantastic, mate. Yeah, so I am running a Ramathon in June, so anyone wants to share my page or even sponsor me, I'll be most kind, I'll be most grateful as well. All I'm saying is, like I say, I'm going to be a musician of sorts. I will give you more clues until I get there, if you know what I mean. Oh, I don't mind that, Mark. I'll be alright, mate, won't I? Hi, Alex. During the World Cup, really, if it's not gamble, I love following Derby, but falling out of love with football because of all the gambling linked to it. I totally get what you're saying, Alex. I think, like I say, if you are from Derby, I'll be happy to meet you closely if you like and stuff. I am on Twitter at BarronMad79. Happy to talk to you. More than happy to sit down with you and have a bit of a chat and stuff. And we'll meet up for a coffee or a beer somewhere. More than happy to. It will rekindle. I know many people who have problems with football betting and having bets and stuff. And like you say, your last bet was during the World Cup. Look how far you've come. That's fantastic. That's what, 9 months? Brilliant. It is exactly the same, Barry. Exactly. Yep. I only live down the road from it as well. If I went out to my front door, you could see Pride Park. I live literally, 10-minute walk away. So when I leave for the football at home matches, I leave about 22, 2:45, and I still get there plenty of time. So it's quite nice to live where I live, really. I get what you're saying. Oh yeah, great stuff. No worries, Alex. Like I say, BarronMad79 on Twitter, and for anybody, feel free to drop your social media tags in. Keep recovering, talk to other people, get there, help each other out. It'd be great to see and stuff and all that lot. Has anybody got much else to say? I mean, coming up to the half-hour mark now, but I can still go on for a little bit. I've still got enough battery, I think. I just wet my whistle as well because I don't tend to do that, and I start to have a dry voice and struggle with my voice sometimes as well. But yeah, I'm starting to shake a bit now. It's starting to get a bit darker. But yeah, it's nice to do it outside and have a bit of a chit chat and stuff. And I wonder if one or two people are listening in with some of my neighbours. But as I say, I'm wide open with my addiction, and it helps me to recover it just as much and even more now. So Yeah, I kind of seen that, Mark, as well, and I think you'll see a lot more online advertising as well, and it'll be a bit more prevalent, a lot more prevalent as well for your social media activities and stuff and all that lot, because I think they'll be reducing it on the TV and stuff, basically. Sean, yeah, I think it's a difficult one. Obviously, you need to train the staff and stuff and all that lot, but I can help. It's hard to see and do, so to speak, and I know some people might be quite tentative going up to someone and talk to them about gambling addiction and stuff, but I think if they keep tapping into the likes of myself and the educational people out there who are trying to like support the industry with addiction and stuff and all that, like, and try and show the signs, I think there's a lot online, a bit like there's certain companies who are really good with it and try and block accounts straight away if they can, if they see clear flags and stuff. They do have these systems in place. It's probably easier online to stop people than it is in a bookies. How would you feel if someone come up to you in the midst of it? You'd tell them to, I would have told them to piss off, basically. I'll tell you the truth, honestly. But I think there is a certain element of care there, due care and attention from the bookmakers and stuff, and maybe you might see a bit of a sea change over the next 12 to 24 months. But that's a good question, Sean. I do agree with you, though. Cheers, Richard. That's very humbling of you to say. I really do that. Barry, yeah, US have gone into sports betting a lot, so that's, yeah, agree. It's going quite big over there and stuff. Exactly, Vish. Oh, yeah, totally agree. Yeah, my Twitter mark is at BaronMad79, or just find my name. Just spell my name out. You'll find me. I'm all over Twitter, all over social media. You know what I'm like. Right, I am going to go in now. I think it's been a very, very good chat. It's been very honest, open debate, and I really love everyone coming on and talking and stuff. So, one last push for my sponsorship, Just Giving page. Find my name, Andy Margate. I am running for Padley Centre in Derby, so hopefully you can find me on there. So thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, I'm going to Devon in August, Barry. So thank you and cheers for coming on. My name's Andy and I'm Gambling Addict. Last bet, 14th